Okay everyone, in our last lesson, we learned how to use a pre-installed software for trying to run our first Hello World program in our browser. Now in this tutorial, we will learn how to install a tool that can help us to code faster. Just remember, there are a lot of editors that are available in the market that can make your life as a developer really much easier. One of the editors that I use, which is for free, that comes from Microsoft, is the Visual Studio Code. Okay everyone, so what I want you to do here is to go to visualstudio.microsoft.com and then try to choose the Visual Studio Code editor here and download the version that is applicable and compatible with your operating system. So we have here some options here: Windows x64 version, Mac OS, Linux. So I would want to choose the Windows x64 here. Then try to go and download it. So actually, I'm already downloading it right now here. I've already started downloading it. So I'm just going to close this and wait for this to finish. I'm just going to pause the video for a while and then go back to you after it's done. Now that if you are done downloading the setup installer here, just double click on that. I already have this installed in my system because I'm already using it for my projects. So I will just show you here, just accept the agreement, go through here, and you would see that it's no longer asking me for a path from where I would want to install this, because technically I already have the software installed in my system. I just wanted to show you here that you just need to follow the default options. If you want to have the installation be done in your default path from where it can be in the drive C of your operating system, that can be good. If you want to install it on a different directory, you can actually change it, but it will be redirecting you here in this window option here, and then just click on install and it will be installing the software for you. I won't be doing that anymore here because it's already installed in my system. What I'll be doing here is that I'll be opening up the software here, the Visual Studio Code editor, and you will be redirected to this welcoming page from where you are shown the recent projects that you're working on. Right now, I'm actually already using it, and I have a lot of projects that I am working on right now. So if we go and try to look at the interface here, we have the Customize tab here and the Learn tab or Learn section on the right side. So what I want you to do is to go check this interface overview that says that we can get a visual overlay highlighting the major components of the UI. This will help us be familiarized with the user interface of Visual Studio Code. So if I go click on this, you would see that there's a visual overlay of the labels and the shortcut keys to the different command buttons and parts of Visual Studio Code here. So we have the File Explorer. We can use the Control plus Shift plus E to easily go to the File Explorer, search across files, source code management. Usually this will be very useful, especially when we are already using Git. And we also have launch and debug, and we have the manage extensions from where we can go and open the marketplace if we will be installing some extensions. And we also have here the find and run all commands options. Through the shortcut key, we can use the shortcut key Control plus Shift plus P, and we also have an option here in the status bar here from where we can use the view errors and warnings shortcut key for Control plus Shift with the Control plus Shift plus M. And we can also toggle integrated terminal using the Control plus the backquote. I believe this is the backquote character on our keyboard that will be located just on top of the tab key. That's the acute or backquote character. And we have here the show notification. So if we go here, we can see that we have here an option to open the folder, the files. We can also search for code or files here. We can see here some source control. We have here the debugging options, and we have here the different market tools or market from where we can see the the extensions that I've already installed here. I have C and C++ and Python. And if we go here, we can see here that there's no problem, and it opens up the integrated terminal that we have here. And if I use the backcoat, I can toggle and open and close the terminal. You can actually also go and open the terminal using the terminal tab here. We have the file, we have the edit tab, we have the selection tab, view tab, go tab, we have the run tab, terminal tab. This would be very useful, especially when we are already running some git commands. So don't worry, we'll try to run through the git version control system in future lessons. And we also have here the status bar. We have here the notification command button here. We also even have the tweet us your feedback option here. So if we go through the customized here, you would see that there are some tools and languages that will open the extension options from where you can look for different extensions that you might want to use when you're doing your coding. We also have your settings and key bindings, especially if you're familiar already with other code editors. You will see that it will be making it a lot easier for you to go and transition to Visual Studio Code because it has some key binding options here. If you're familiar with the other code editors such as Notepad++, Sublime, Atom, so it's like you're going to be still using these code editors once you install these extensions here. And we also have an option to change the color theme. We have the default dark, we have the dark Visual Studio, and we also have the solarized light. So depending on your preference, you can change the theme of your code editor here, but I will stick with the dark and default dark option here because that's what I love using. We also have here the find and run all commands. As you can see here, we have some commands here that is already available, and what I would suggest is that you also go check the interactive playground because it will be showing you some options of the Visual Studio Code, such as other features that it can be features that can be useful when you're already doing your coding. So we have here the multi-cursor editing, IntelliSense, line actions, rename refactoring, formatting, code folding, errors and warning snippets, emmet, and JavaScript type checking. What I want you to do now is to open the folder from where we saved our project, which is the first project that we did, the Hello World program, which is located here in the HTML fundamentals folder that I created. So that might be a directory from where you created in your local device. So I'm just going to click on this folder and select the folder, and then it will be opening up here the index.html file from where our first hello world was printed on our browser when we used the pre-installed software in our local computer, which is the Notepad software or application. So if I go right click on this and reveal in File Explorer, you will see it's the same file. Then if I open it up, it will be opening up the same application or the website that has no semantic meaning yet. It's just plain text that tells the browser that we want it to display the hello world text here based from the code that we have here in our index.html.